Hello and welcome to my page. Uh, we are going to discuss about friends. Friends are everywhere. If we check the internet, let's say friends. Friends, the first suggestion is IMDb Friends TV series from 1994 to 2004. The next suggestion is why did Friends series end? Why is Friends series so popular? Is Friends making season 11? Is Friends the most watched show ever? Second suggestion is Wikipedia. Friends. Friends is an American television sitcom created by David Crane and Martha Kaufman, Kaufman, which aired in NBC from September 22, 1994 to May 6, 2004. Number of seasons 10. Original release September 22, 1994. Number of episodes 236. List 236 and the option to click on the list of episodes. Original network NBC. The next is top stories. Mint, the South First, BBC News. The third line is Warner Brothers TV slash Friends or Friends slash TV. This is a show about love and sex and careers and a time in life when everything is possible about the search for commitment and security. That. Next is Google.com. That Google.com.sa. Friends, understanding the power of the most important. Robin Dunbar. After all the effort, it seems that most of them could not be counted as friends, as well as I had warned him he when he interviewed me for the program. Next is Rotten Tomatoes. Tomatoes. Tom- Tomatoes. Sorry. Friends. Three young men and three young women of the BFF kind live in the same apartment complex and face life and live in New York. TV network NBC rating 79%, 90 votes. Genre comedy. So these are the things shown, or these are the links shown when you search for friend. But this is not the friend I am going to discuss. I'm going to discuss the friends. I think friends. Showing friends in life and death. According to the Norwegian blogger, there is a Norwegian folktale. Okay, it is translated from the folklore of Norway. The title is "Friends in Life and Death." It's a little bit long, but I can read it for you. Friends in Life and Death, Friday, December 8, 2017. There were once a, there were once upon a time two fellows who were who were such good friends that they. Sorry, I'm going to make this a little bigger. Cannot see. Friends in Life and Death. There were once upon a time two fellows who were such good friends that they swore to one another that be not they would not be parted, neither in life nor death. One of them died before he grew old, and after a while the other proposed to a farmhand's girl, gained her as his sweetheart, and was to be married. When they invited to the wedding, the bridegroom himself went to the churchyard where his friend lay, knocked on the door, and called upon him. No, he did not come. He knocked again, and he called again, but no one came. A third time he knocked harder and called louder, that he should come so that he could speak with him. After a long, long time, he heard some rustle, and finally the revenant upon from the grave. And finally the revenant up upon the grave. It is good you came now, said the bridegroom. I have stood knocking and calling for you for a long time. I was far away, I said the revenant, so I did not hear you well enough before the last time. Well, well, today I am a stand bridegroom, said the boy, and you will remember that we should attend each other's wedding. I remember, said the revenant, but you must wait a little so I may wash and tidy myself. I am not used to be I am not used to being invited to a wedding. A boy had little time, for he should go home for a farm wedding, and they should soon go to church. But they wouldn't just have to wait a little and let the dead have a room of his own, as he asked for so he could wash and tidy himself, so he could attend well dressed like others, for he had to come to church. Yes, the revenant went to church, but when the wedding drew on so long that they had taken the bride's crown, we would leave. For the sake of old companionship and friendship, the bridegroom would accompany him back to his grave. As they walked to the churchyard, the bridegroom asked if he had seen anything such strange or anything worth knowing. Yes, I have, replied the revenant. Much and I love much and a lot I have seen, he said. That would be rare to see, said the bridegroom. I might have a mind to join you, to see it too, he said. You can, to be sure, said the revenant, but you may be away for a while. It would be so, said the bridegroom, following down through the grave. But before they stepped down, the revenant took a patch of turf from the churchyard and laid it on the boy's head. When then they went for they went far through a pitch dark thicket and moor until they come to a great big gate. It opened up and the revenant touched it. Inside it was if it were inside it as if it grew lighter as a moonlight and the farther they came the lighter it grew. After a long time and distance, they came to a place where there were green banks of lovely lush grass, and there grazed a great herd of cattle. But for all they ate, they looked terrible and empty and pathetic. What should this mean? Said the boy who was the bridegroom. That they are so lean and look so bad, even though they eat as if they were paid to do so. It is a it is a parable of those who never can have enough, no matter how much they get and scrape together, he said. So that they traveled far and farther than far, and some mountain pastures, where there was nothing but rocks and bare mountain, with an odd small patch of grass here and there. Here they grazed a great herd of cattle that were so beautiful and fat and sleek that, that they shone. What? Said the bridegroom. That these have so little pasture and yet look so good. What is it? It is the parable of those who are well satisfied with the little they have, said the revenant. So they went far and farther than far again, until they come to the great water. There is there it was alight and gleaming that the bridegroom could not tolerate to look at it. Now You shall sit here until I return, said the revenant. I will be away for a while now. With that, he set off. The bridegroom sat down, and as he sat, he was overcome with sleep. And it was, if nothing mattered to him, a safe, sound sleep. After a while, the revenant returned. It is good that you remain sitting here, where I could find you again, he said. But when the bridegroom should rise, he was overgrown with moss and trees, so that he sat as if in a thicket. When he had cleared all this off himself, they travelled back, and the revenant went with him the same way all the way to the grave. There they parted and said farewell to one another. And when the bridegroom came up, he went straight to the wedding farm. But when he arrived there where he thought it should be, he could not recognize where he was. He looked around in every direction, and he asked everybody he met, but he heard nothing of the bride or wedding or kin or parents. Yes, he heard of nothing of anyone he knew. Everyone wondered at the figure who went there, looking like a scarefolk. As he could find no one he knew, he went on his way to the parson and told him of his kin, and now he had gone, and how things had gone. The time that he stood as bridegroom and had left the wedding, the parson knew that nothing about it. But when he searched through the old church registers, he found that the wedding had been held a long, long time ago, and the folk he spoke of had lived 400 years ago. After that time, a great big oak had grown up in the garden of the parsonage. When he saw it, he climbed up. He took a look around, but the old man, who had sat sleeping in the heaven for 400 years and had come home again, did not come down well from the oak. He was stiff and solid, which was only reasonable, and when he should come down, he fumbled so that he fell and broke his neck bone and tumbled himself to death. I don't know what I have read, but it's like he died. So that is the story of Friends. So there were two friends. The other one died, and the other one got married. But when he approached the revenant, the dead friend, after they walked a while, far, 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 far place, and came back to where he was supposed to be, he was dead for 400 years already.